And the Mountaineers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Power football with the run. Got room at the 35. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
Might as well give it to him again. Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The inside handoff. Breaks into the open. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. To throw, it's McCoy. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
At the 35, he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the Owls come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Caught behind the line. It's Stewart. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
To the air, it's McCoy. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Pulls and fires complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Dozier. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll send the back in motion. To the air. It's Swan. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive.
Turning it on. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown. Appalachian State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. It's complete to the left. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
The Appalachian State faithful raising the roof and trying to help the Mountaineers on 3rd down. To the air, it's McCoy. Takes the easy one to the back. He breaks a tackle. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it, matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Comes from the 22. They'll go to the ground. Powers through the defender. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The give to the back. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. That'll be a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, App State.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Swan. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. Across the 35. Finds a crease at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Irvin. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
Brought down on the play at the 35-yard line.
Change our set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Let's go. When you see snot bubbles coming out of the offensive player, you know it was a good lick. The Mike linebacker sits right in the middle of the field, ready to roll, ready to lay the hammer.
To the air, it's McCoy. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebacker's coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. The hand to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Snags it. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. What a disappointment. No good. That one could have helped out a bit there, guys, but still an 8-point game.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Owls.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
A little surprising that they didn't go for 2, but they're still down by a point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Barnes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Back to throw, it's Swan. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Roberts. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
The Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The give to the left. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Swan. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They'll run the screen. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Owls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. This crowd in Boone, North Carolina, they are showing out on this big 3rd down. Direct snap. They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the first down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs 1st down. The defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking downfield, it's Swan. Finds his big tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now on 1st down from the 40. They're going to run it. Shows him the stiff arm.
Want to talk about a monster performance? This guy now has 150 yards rushing. The defense has had no answer for this guy, and he's shown you why he is such a weapon in this offense. Speed, the ability to catch the ball, the vision, the quickness. He's got all the tools in the toolbox.
The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll try to pop the draw. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
They had a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw. Back's got it. Touchdown, App State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Just enough time for one final play in this half. It's a draw. Runs through a tackle. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. And that'll bring us to the end of the 1st half as we head to the studio for halftime. Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the 2nd half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Dozier. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Off play action. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to throw it, Swan. Makes the grab. Turns it on in midfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and put...
Got enough space, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll do it himself. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. They'll ride the hot hand.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. It's McCoy. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The Appalachian stayed faithful, raising the roof and trying to help the Mountaineers on 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down from the 36. The offense is going to stay on the field now. This is within field goal range, but they already have one missed today. Makes a grab past the marker. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
There he goes. Past the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds us back in the middle. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
And the defender. Way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Owls!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point was good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barnes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll will snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking for space. It's Roberts. Breaks into the open. That's some old-school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Fighting off the defender. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Makes the catch. It's Roberts. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Looking to throw, it's Swan. Caught over the middle, it's Dozier. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. We've reached a break, and Appalachian State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Handoff from the gun. Turning it on!
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success, but on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Swan. Got his man on the right. Got some, just plowing ahead. Touchdown, App State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Wants to throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Finds a tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. This crowd in Boone, North Carolina, they are showing out on this big third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Dropping back, it's Swan. Caught near the sticks, it's Barnes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense.
Oh, he's got some space. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Appalachian State, and they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
So now it's second and long. To the ground with the back. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future. Yeah, and no nonsense. I like it when you get downhill. You know exactly where the sticks are. I'm not trying to get a 20 or 30-yard gain. I got to get that first down. 3rd and 2, I'm going to be physical. Nice job by that running back. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.